Welcome everybody, my name is John. We are playing Xplane 11. So I'm just going through, we're going to do a flight up to the Grand Canyon. I'm just going to bring up my checklist here. So here we are in game. Make sure my sound still works. Sound still works, which is good. Okay, so we've done pre-flight inspections and all that. Before starting engine, we've done a pre-flight, seatbelts on, fuel shut-off valve. Let's make sure we are on both. We are on both. I'm just going to adjust some settings here. So I've got it set to max right now, but with streaming it probably doesn't help. Do that, and then done. That should help us out a little bit. Okay, that should be a little bit better. And I still got sound. Okay, so pre-flight seatbelts on, fuel shut-off is on both, avionics. We have it set to off, electrical equipment is off, circuit breakers, make sure we are all in, and brakes, got the parking brake already set, but the pedals work. Alright, so for starting the engine, we're going to go. Mixture is already full rich, so we'll just double check that. Mixture is full rich. Carb heat can't really reach, so we're not going to worry about that. I'm going to put master switch to on, beacon to on. Where are we here? Prime, we've already primed it, so we're going to open the throttle 1/8 of an inch. We're going to go just a little bit. There we go there. Prop area clear, so prop clear, and ignition, we're going to start. Hopefully put the brakes on. Okay. Just make sure oil pressure is good. Temperature's just in the green there, so we're still doing good. We're going to do oil. Turn that on. Avionics on. Already got the beacons on, flaps are up, mixture, we're going to leave it full rich for now. And bring the throttle back to idle. And yeah, we are ready to taxi. So we bring up my map here. And we're going to do all of our call signs like we normally would. So we're going to do Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is at the main general aviation parking. We're going to taxi via Alpha 3 to Alpha 1 to runway 16. Okay. Let's make our way over there. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. I am using, for anyone who's wondering, I am using the SATIC controls here. So we do have the yoke, the switch, we have the throttle and the pedals. And I am currently a pilot in training. Okay, so I think we have to go up here. Just not really any signs. I think we have to go up here, hang a left. That should bring us to Alpha 3. Yeah, so bring it Alpha 3, and this should be Alpha here. According to that sign, we are. Okay, perfect. Now, the one thing I do notice about this game is that the pedals on takeoff are a little weird. So if you do hear it squealing of the tires, that is why. Short of the runway here, and we're going to do our run up. Okay, so doors are closed, brakes are on, flight controls. just move our head over here. So we are free and correct, so let me double check that. Okay, that is good. Rudder goes both ways, okay. Flight instruments are set. I don't know, I don't think this, let's just see if there is ATIS 119.825. Let's just see if we can change this up here. 119. That was what? Sorry, 825.
Loveland Bullhead INTL Information Alpha. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 13, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runway 34, departing runway 34. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Alright, because it's only us in here today, we are using runway 16. Okay, so let's go back over to our checklist here. Okay, so fuel valve is of course on, flight instruments are set, so we are level there. We will double check the compass once we get onto the runway. Speedometer is working, I checked that on our taxi here. Alright, so mixture is rich, trim is set for takeoff. We do have a trim wheel here, I'm just going to move this because it tends to be a little bit glitchy at first. Where were we here? Alright, so let's bring it up to 1700 RPM. Okay, so we're going to check the magneto here. So it should be no more than 125 drop and no more than a 50 difference. So let's check. It's got a 100 drop. Back to both. The other one. Okay. So that's good there. Radios are set. Transponder to alt. Good there. We're out of VFR. Lights are on. So we're going to take up the lane light taxi. Okay, so we got some lights on there. Okay. So let's bring the throttle back down. Temperatures and pressures are still good. Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is holding short of runway 16. Any final traffic? Okay, no traffic, so Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is entering runway 16 for a takeoff to the west. Alright, so we are going to take off. We get the flaps up, throttle wide open, and we're going to rotate at 55 knots. We're going to climb out at 70. So we'll check the compass once we get out here. Compass is good. So we're going to go full power. Temps and pressures are still in the green. Rotate. So I think we're going to climb to about 4,000 feet. I'll say 5,000. Plane is drifting a little bit. It could just be my pedal work. We're going to do a little bit of nose up trim here. Try and pitch for 70. Okay, we're 1,000 feet up. We're going to make a right-hand turn to the west. Bullhead traffic, November 172 Papa is clear. It's a cleared runway departing west for 5,000 feet. Sorry, correction, we have to head north. Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is turning north, around 2,000 feet. Alright, so let's take a look at our gauges here. We're still in the green. Go. Still going to climb. We're still going to climb. I'm going to go 3,500 feet. Actually, no, we'll even just hold 3,000. I'm going to turn on the autopilot because we are going to do some sightseeing. Turn this. Set that. So we've leveled out here. I'm going to bring her back cruise power, 2,200 RPM. And there's that there. Just going to bring up the map here. Hoover Dam should be pretty much directly north of us. Alright, so our cruise, we're set to cruise power. Elevator, it's been trimmed out, and we can probably lean out the fuel here a little bit. So you just want to lean it out until you get a bit of a drop in RPM. We'll be heading north right now. I'm just going to take a look at the map I have online here. I'm going to turn a little bit more on the left. The Hoover Dam should be about here. We got a ground speed of 101, so we've got a bit of a tailwind to us. Bullhead traffic and November 172 Sierra Papa. I don't know how far away we are from the airfield. I'm going to say we're probably approximately 5 miles from the airfield, still heading north. Okay, so there we go. Some power lines, some mountains. I am going to turn down the volume just a wee bit here. Didn't want that. Sound. We're going to bring it down just a little bit. we can probably turn off some of these lights we got here. Putting the landing lights on. Leave the beacon on. Leave the panel. We're looking good here. 8 degrees outside at 3,000 feet. We're going to turn her to the heading of about 330. Aircraft. There's dirt in the windshield. There's just dirt in the windshield. Don't see the Hoover Dam yet. Once we get up there, we will slow her down to a slow flight setting, and that way we can see it. But we got a ground speed 102. We're going airspeed. We're probably about 97. We're doing not too bad. We will land at McCarran International. We'll fly over to Vegas. Not seeing it there quite yet. Just check the map. We do have a bit of time. We're going to give her, I think what are we allowed for power? We're allowed 27, so we're going to bump her up here just a little bit. 2,300 RPM, just to give us a little bit more speed. Just going to keep an eye on our exhaust gas temps, because we do have it leaned out. And fuel, we've got lots of fuel. Well, it's a nice spot out there. Mountains are looking good. Alright, so 3,000 feet. Let's just double check our instruments. We're still looking good there. I'm pretty sure, I know like when we're trying other aircraft, when we're doing our run-up, there's usually... Okay, so I do see it there. The only thing we did check is the ammeter. That's what that is. You turn the alternator off and it shows up that the alternator's not working. Zoom in here so you can see on the GPS that is Las Vegas there. Boulder City. Actually, we could, yeah, we'll land at, we could probably even land at Boulder City. I've never landed there, but I can't imagine it's too difficult. Power back just a little bit. See what Boulder City's frequencies are here. Unicom 122.7. That's what we'll switch to, is 122.7. Okay, so we'll switch to that. I'm going to bring up the airport diagram. That's fairly simple on my. Boulder City traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is approximately 50 miles, I don't even know, 50 miles out at 3,000 feet. Remember, I'm not a pilot or a flight instructor. I am a student, so this is I use this kind of as a learning aid. But if there's anything that, if anyone's an instructor or anyone has any ideas for the stream, just let me know, and we can take a look at them and we can discuss them. And now the canyon here doesn't look like it normally would in real life. I think usually here they're fairly steep cliffs. That's why I want to know what the canyon or the dam's going to look like. Is it just going to be a 2D render, or like how's it going to look? That's what I want to know. I could be wrong. The Colorado River could open up like this, down this far down the river. I'll have to get VATSIM working. I haven't used VATSIM in quite a while now. We'll have to get it working again, and that's pretty enjoyable because it does give you some good experience with air traffic control. Temps pressure still good. 3,000 feet, so we're still looking good there as well. Now we are doing, I had started a tour around the world, which I'm still working on. They were in the Bahamas when I last flew. I felt like doing a bit of a sightseeing tour today. Maybe in our next video, though, we will continue. We would be flying to the Turks and Caicos is our next destination, I believe. If I remember from the last time I played. So with that tour, we are going flying the Bahamas through South America, through the mountains of Chile, coming down to the very southern tip of South America. We are flying to Antarctica, and then we're doing an endurance tour from Antarctica to South Africa, flying up through Africa, through Europe, and then down through Egypt, the Middle East, to India. Gonna go check out Mount Everest, and then they're gonna come. I figured we're probably going to head to Japan and then up through Alaska, and down that way, and then back to our home airport of Charlie Yankee Papa Quebec. And in that trip, I kind of try to use a variety of aircraft. Mainly I try to use the 172 just because that's the aircraft that I'm training in. But we do use we use the Beechcraft Bear. We have used the King Air a couple of times. Trying to think what else we've used. On our long endurance, we'll be using like a 747. It'll be interesting to see because I don't know if a 747 or 737, whatever it is, can take off from an Antarctica base. So that'll be interesting. Maybe we can do some cool flights with the SR-71. Alright, let's just check out the map here and see. Okay, so we're almost there. We're almost about halfway there. We are cruising at 109 ground speed. We're about 109 airspeed, so we're pretty much head on. It says there's an airport off to my left here. Let's see if we can see it. Maybe that's it out there. I don't know. I don't see it. If you do look up ahead here, you can see we do get into the canyon a little bit, so which is pretty cool. Doesn't look like there's much else dropping. I do play this game in VR, so it's kind of weird coming back to my regular flight controls. Usually I've got the HTC Vive, so normally I press all the buttons myself, adjust anything I need to adjust myself. Hey, I don't see that airport. Not seeing it out there. We are starting to get into some hilly terrain here. No, we are starting to raise up a little bit here, you can see. We're gonna follow the we're gonna try and follow the river, and then we should start seeing the Grand Canyon here in a little bit. Now let me just check the map here to see if there is any flight restrictions in this area for height. Boulder City. The two are active in the Grand Canyon National Park. Okay, so it is recommended switching to 120.65 to monitor it. And I think it just says to stay below 3,000 feet. So we're at 3,000, so we will switch over to that frequency here. It's 120.65. Yes, we got the frequency input. So once we get a little bit closer, it says once you enter the Bravo airspace, which I can see there on the map. I think that's it. Anyways, we will switch to that frequency. Overall, everything's still looking good. We got our temperatures, pressure still good. Vacuum's still good as well. Fuel flow, got about 5 gallons an hour. Exhaust gas temp, we're still looking good. Well, we should be starting to see the dam here soon. We'll stay below our 3,000 feet. We'll keep it on autopilot for now. Then we'll probably land, from what I can see here, we'll probably land at Boulder City. It seems like our best spot to land. And I guess, yeah, that's probably, whoops, too far. I think it's KBYU. KBVU, sorry, that's what it is there. I should try it to see if this. I've never really practiced with the IFR tools and the navigation tools. It's 116.7. Let's see if I can figure out how this works. $116.7. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I guess if I was doing that, I guess I'd probably hit the approach. I don't think they've got ILS there, so I don't know if it's a localizer. I'm not 100% on my terms. If I do have the wrong, make sure you let me know. But it does, yeah, it does come up in Boulder, and we're 23 miles out. I don't see it here yet. 23 miles out, and yeah, we're doing good. If you guys want, you can sit back and enjoy the scenery there. Got nice mountains. We are at a fairly low flight, so we do want to keep an eye on that. I'm surprised that it's only 3,000 feet. Maybe I could be reading the map wrong. But we're going to switch over to this 120.65 and monitor this airspace. It doesn't look like, normally you can sometimes see some planes flying around. It doesn't look like there is any. The cool part about doing it in VR is that gives you a tablet, and so when you look down, you pick up the tablet with your hands, and you can see the map. I don't see the dam just yet. Shouldn't be far off. Let's check the map. No, we should be coming up on it here pretty quick. So we are, Boulder City is pretty close to that. And it says here that Boulder City is 20 miles out. don't see it there at all. Oh, I do see power lines. We must be getting close. If you do like the video, make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe. I do all my Xplane stuff I do on here on YouTube. A lot of my stuff I do on Twitch. Gordo27 on Twitch. That's Golf Oscar Alpha Romeo Delta Oscar 27. And I stream a variety of different games on there, from maybe Fortnite, The Sims. I'm going to be getting some Stardew Valley, so I'm going to be doing that as well. So we've got all kinds of fun that we'll be doing. Boulder City is coming up here. Let's check the map. And yeah, from what I can see here, the Hoover Dam should be pretty much right above us. Actually, right in front of us, sorry. Still don't see it. We should see Lake Mead. I think I see Lake Mead off in the distance there. We are getting close. I'll check out the Boulder City map though. Just so I can kind of get an idea on what where everything is. Now this setting I do have into the GPS, or into the I can't remember the name of it now, this dial here. It is for the VOR, I believe, for the airport, so it won't bring you to the runway, it just brings you to the airport. But as we go by it, this should swing by, and if we're headed directly towards it, it'll be directly in the center. Then if you were flying an instrument's approach to it, you can set it up, and then this would guide you to where your glide slope is and where you are on the runway. Not seeing the dam though. I'm assuming those power lines probably have to go pretty close to it. Let me switch views here to so we are still following the river. Bring up the map. If we continue on our heading that we're on now, it should bring us pretty much directly there. We're 13 miles out from Boulder City. We're on our heading mode. I don't know if we switch to nav mode, it'll try to. I've got a Bahamas airport input into the GPS. It'll try and bring us to the Bahamas. So we don't want to hit nav mode, because we're. According to my calculations, I don't think we'd have the fuel to get there. But there's not much out here in the desert, that's for sure. A whole lot of sand, rock, and dirt. I don't think, no, I just see lots of power lines. I do see Lake Mead up there. I do see a road, so I'm going to say we're pretty close to the dam. looks like we're still over the mountains. Again, it did say we can't go any higher than 3,000. Then we'll try this and see if we can get over the canyon here. There's the canyon there. There's the river. It looks like it comes back around this way. It'll come under here, and then it kind of snakes its way up. Boulder City should just be off to our left here. I think I see it right there. Which I believe Vegas is just on the other side of that mountain range there. See if we can see it yet. Nothing yet. There's the canyon still there, so we're still a pretty good track. So we're just about to enter the Bravo airspace. Hang left here a little bit. That is Lake Mead ahead of us. The other cool thing that I like about Xplane and kind of using it as a training tool is that if you are doing any instruments flying, there we go, you can do it just like that. Not seeing the dam just yet. Maybe a little bit more to the left. Heading of 330. I would think the dam is in the game. That would be my guess. I would hope it is anyways. The heading we're on now, it should be off on our right wing. Some of these mountaintops are a little high. Lots of power lines, that's for sure. So on that side we have Arizona, this side is Nevada. 2 different time zones if you did not know that. We're going to go a little bit more to the left here, see if we can catch a glimpse of it. Actually no, we'll go right. We're heading up north. Once we're out and away from the dam here, we will go up a little bit higher. Oh geez, I hope that's not it. That'd be disappointing, eh? I'm gonna say I'm kind of wondering if it's not in this game. Just because you can see the way the road goes here, that should be probably dam across there. I could be wrong, but my spidey senses are telling me that it's not in the game. So we're gonna bring back the speed here. We don't whiz by it. my guess is that that's supposed to be it right there. Yeah, that'd be nice. I know that's the. I'm guessing that's the bridge that's supposed to go across the canyon. Well, that's too bad. All right, so let's pick our speed back up here. We'll head over to Boulder City and land, and that will be all for tonight. Turn the airplane autopilot off, and we'll head over that way. I don't think they have an ATIS. Actually, they do 118,475. See if we can pick it up.
Boulder City Muni weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 10, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992.
It doesn't look like they have a tower.
Boulder City Muni weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 10, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992.
Trim wheel's trying to fight me.
Boulder City Muni weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10.
Turn that off, so we do have the Unicom in there. Let's see how far out we are. We're 4.7 miles. So Boulder City traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is 5 miles out at 3,200 feet, coming into land at 3-3. Don't see the airport just yet. Okay, maybe I do see it right there. We're going to come all the way around. We're going to make right base. Bring the speed back a little bit there. Trim up a little bit. We'll check the map to see what the ASL is. 2,200 feet, 2,100 feet. We're pretty much at field altitude here. Hopefully it's not a dirt runway I'm looking at. It does look like it is, okay. Bullhead traffic, November 1720 Alpha is 3 miles safe by right there, right base 133. We are going to need some more altitude here. And we're just going to take a look here to see what's this other runway here. Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is the mid-left down, mid-right downwind of the field, and turning right for final on runway 33. Now we're going to bring the power back a little bit more. Good. And once we're in the white arc, we will put our first notch of flaps in. So we're going to pitch for 70. Bullhead traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa. Sorry, Boulder City traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is turning right base for runway 33. Okay, so we're going to go mixture full rich. And turn the landing lights. Boulder City traffic, November 172 Sierra Papa is turning right final for runway 33 full stop. Power. We are going to go around here. But apparently the plane doesn't want to fly. So again, it's an issue with my trim wheel that I'm having. For some reason it likes to not work correctly and force you into nose down trim. Well, we crash landed. Alright, that is all for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the video. And yeah, we will see you on our next flight, which we'll probably continue our flight through the Bahamas. See you later.